Hey people, this is Ray and my Road Tours. Today I'm going to do an unboxing on a cellular signal booster. This particular model is made by WeBoost, formerly Wilson Amplifiers. And this one's made for your vehicle. As you know, I do a lot of traveling. I haven't been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've actually injured my right foot, so it's been quite painful to drive. And according to the doctor, it could take months, maybe even a year to heal. So it's been quite difficult to get out. But when I do get out, I like to have cell signal. Now, the signal booster will only boost the existing signal. It doesn't create a cellular signal. It only boosts what it does get. So if you got 2 bars outside of the vehicle, it will more than likely boost the inside signal to 2 bars. Or if you have them in the house, the same thing. If you're getting 3 bars outside the house, then more than likely you'll get 3 bars inside the house. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up before I proceed here. Now, if you see my videos, I tend to drive out in the middle of nowhere, take lengthy trips, either flatland, rangeland, mountains, hills. I actually live in the hills. I don't know if you can make this out, but anyhow, I'm currently at 6,800 feet. Well, 6,800 and change. So if you can make that out. Anyhow, so the nearest cell tower, it's, I don't know, 5 or so miles away, but we have a lot of woods. It's a heavily wooded area, I should say, hills. The nearest sorry about that. Nearest cell tower for my cellular service company is actually probably closer to 20, 30 miles away. It's actually in a smaller town out east of us. So anyhow, I don't get a lot of cell service here, so I have to use these boosters, and that's why I save. They do make them for your home as well as your vehicle. So if you put one in your home, if you're outside, signal strength's 2 bars, 3 bars, and theoretically it should boost it to 2 to 3 bars inside the house. So hopefully that'll happen in the vehicle. Now, the thing with the vehicle one is the phone has to remain in the cradle for it to boost the signal. I'm not sure, but I believe that has to do something with, I mean, there's the antennas are kind of built inside of the phone, and I don't know, maybe it has to connect or get as close to that antenna as it can. I'm not a communications technician or anything. So anyhow, I'll get to unboxing this. Now, it's kind of a rainy, overcast day. I won't be able to show you it being installed, but it's relatively easy. When weather permits, I'll give you a run through on how that's installed or what I took to install it. Throw that to the side. This is basically going to give you an idea of what comes with the booster. Point that down. It's the instructions. This is the cradle I was talking about, and it should be adjustable. I think it pulls out, and I don't know, I want to check the instructions before I go yanking and pulling on anything, but it should fit most phones. If not, there's ways around that too. All right. It comes with a self-adhesive mount, so you can stick this to your windshield or your dash. I know I don't really cherish the idea of anything stuck to my dash either, but it's kind of a necessity where I live. There's where it mounts into. It just kind of goes like so. They do make a suction cup mount, but the reviews I read were, I mean, pitiful. It was, I mean, not even a, you know, sometimes I'll play around with something, you know, I think the mount was $14. If there had been a few decent, you know, replies or reviews, I probably would have bought it anyway just to see, but I mean, they were all pretty pitiful. So anyhow, these are different phone mounts for the cradle. But I suspect you could just rig something up with like a GoPro mount. Take this piece here off, epoxy it onto like a GoPro mount, and use one of those suction cups, which I've had really good luck with. So, or other type of mounting options if, you know, using a suction cup versus that. So, here is the wiring. Alright, this here's an antenna. Now, this is a magnet mount antenna. There are some exceptions that this may not work on. There are vehicles out there that they've used, you know, aluminum or fiberglass, something like that, that this would not stick onto. So you might have to find a way of doing that. Another option is using some self-adhesive, which, you know, I don't know if I'd want that to do that either. But anyhow, here comes the connector right there. This here screws into your mount. So there's where your antenna goes into, basically. And it comes with a cigarette lighter plug and USB cord. So you get, you know, if you have USB plugs in your vehicle, you might just be able to direct plug into that instead of using a cigarette lighter plug. But in the event that you do use a cigarette lighter plug and you only have one, what's that deal? Like, people get this direction 50% wrong all the time. Anyways, it does come with an extra USB port here. Be kind of tight, but you could use plug in two devices with this one. So I like how snug that is, though. So, all right, you can register to the device, I'm assuming for warranty purposes. So we'll stick all this stuff in here for right now. But let's look at this instruction real quick. See if I can figure out how that cradle works real quick. Without having to read a lot of stuff. So it's pretty simple installation. I don't know if you can make this out. Stick the antenna on wherever the vehicle is. Run the wiring through the weather stripping inside the door. Plug it in. Anyways, your phone slides in there. It just says, may have to adjust the arms in different slots to fit your cell phone. So I can stick all that stuff up here. I do have a phone on me. I beat up antique. My son's friend was over this weekend, and he complained about my phone being outdated. Galaxy 6 active. I don't know, it works for me. So, anyhow, it says just slide in there, but I mean, does that mean these things will pull out, or did these? Oh, okay. So that's how you can do that. Childproof. What to say about childproof, right? You gotta get a kid to do it. All right. All the kids are at school, so and you can mix match these too. You know, just in case these two larger ones together are too wide, which, look at there. That was a perfect fit. If I would have used the other larger one right here, it might not work right, but anyhow, there you go. I don't know if you can see what I did. I just kind of mixed matched. I put a larger one on this side and used the smaller one over here because it just wasn't. I used a larger one. Probably fit a pretty good sized phone in there. Just give you an idea. I mean, there's a lot of slack there with the two large ones. So if you got a larger phone, then like I said, this is the Galaxy S6 active. So these are, you know, they got a lot of rubber. It's, you know, a little more durable phone, if you will. But I only point that out because it may be thicker or wider than other phones. And who am I kidding? I think they're starting to get where these things are monster sizes, but you do have some options. Like I did, I just mixed matched. I used one large, one small, and fits my phone nicely. So I will be using that. So there's where the antenna screws that actually will come from the bottom. All right, I just wanted to unbox that. I will, as soon as the weather permits, I'll give you a walkthrough on this. More than likely, I'll be sticking this in the car in one of our Outbacks anyway, because going into fall won't be too much longer for it snowing, and I don't really use my Raptor too much in those conditions up in these hills. So I will most likely be installing it in that vehicle. So if I don't put that in with this video, catch the next video and I'll do a walk around or an install video. So in the meantime, I thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. Finally posted another interesting driver's video. I had a lot of dash cam problems, and then like I said, I hurt my foot. I haven't been driving much, so anyhow, check out that. They're always interesting. And I hope everybody's having fun, staying safe. Get the fireplace ready. It's fall. So, peace.